Hey, what's up, garden friends? Welcome back to my classroom, and today I'm really excited because we're going to be propagating one of my favorite houseplants and easiest houseplants to grow, the spider plant, known botanically as the chlorophytum. There's a few different varieties that you see oftentimes sold in the nurseries. This one has a nice stripe on there, a nice variegated leaf. We grow and propagate and sell these like crazy here in our classroom just for a lot of reasons, because they're nice to look at. They go great in the classroom. You can actually grow them outside as well. They are just beautiful, but they also are super easy to propagate. And so today, come along with me and I'll show you some of the best methods for either dividing or taking cuttings, especially of this beautiful plant. We're gonna go out in the garden and I'll show you some of the ones I have growing that are putting off runners, kind of like a strawberry, right? Where the strawberry plant has a central plant or collection of plants, and then as they wanna almost reproduce in a way and spread themselves, they'll put out a runner. Weeds do this, a lot of plants do this. And these spider plants do this, and that's one of the probably things that give them their name, is as they grow up, their leaves kind of come out like a fountain and then drape, and then they'll put off runners, these branches that'll stretch out, reaching. Sometimes they'll have flowers attached to them as well, but at the ends of them, you'll see some new growth, just like this one right here, if you can see that. And so in nature, when that rests on the soil, it'll form roots, it'll regrow, and maybe become even its own plant further away from where its mother was, right? And so for us, we're gonna speed up that process. We're gonna go snip off some of these cuttings, and I'll show you a fun little technique that'll actually make sure that your little cuttings do really well. So let's hang out.
So now, although chlorophytum or spider plants or house plants, they actually grow pretty darn well outside. As you can see right here, I got this one on the back patio, and it is looking killer. It doesn't mind the weather, although pretty hard frost probably wouldn't be great for it. So they definitely do good protected. But here you see me popping some little runners off. You can see they're coming off there pretty good. So you just run your hand down it. You can use your hand. You can use a snip. Basically, you just want to get them off there intact. Usually at the base of them, some of them already have roots growing. And then that makes it really easy to get them started. Get them right into some soil. Let me see if I can get them up to the camera here in a minute, and I'll try to show you the base of one where you can kind of see right at the bottom some little pre-roots starting to form. Either way, really easy to do. As you can see, I'm doing it without even a tool. I'm just using my hands, but you can use some sharp snips. But there you go. Pop those in some soil or some water.
Phew! All right, that wasn't too bad. So now you saw where I was able to get these. I was snipped them off those beautiful little runners there. And what some people do when we're done here is actually you can cut them off and directly put them right into some soil. No problem, get that soil wet. Got some nice potting mix here. I added in some organic starter fertilizer, real mellow stuff. Got some mycorrhizal fungi in there and some mellow nutrition in there to not burn the plant, but get its roots established. But you can put it straight into soil, right, and get it growing. And it grows just fine. We have plenty here that we've done like that. But I'd say one of the better methods to do is actually take that cutting and do a little at-home hydroponics, which is growing in water without soil. And so what I mean by that is actually what I've done with the cuttings I took is I actually put them into a little cup of water. I'd fill this up full of water every day. And as you can see, look at the roots on that. Look how much the roots have grown on these little cuttings. I mean, they're fully white and bright. And so what I would do is every day I would fill this up, I'd dump it out, refill it, because that water gets a little funky if you just leave it in there and let the plants just drink on it for like a week or two on end. It just gets the air, oxygen in there kind of gets depleted. So I dump it out, replenish it, and look at these roots. So now I've got these wonderful little cuttings that just a week ago or whatever, barely had any roots. And now I'm ripping them apart, and you can just see, it's just crazy. They're all packed full. And so what's great for the whole purpose being is now I can get them potted up into little 3 or 4 inch pots. Each little cutting has its own little web of roots, and they're ready to get established. So I'll show you how I do that, but we'll speed things up. So hang tight, sit back, relax, and enjoy. You'll see how I pot these up. All right, well, nice in the process, start to finish. That about wraps it up. You can see I got a nice fresh tray here of some new chlorophytum, some spider plant, rooted in soil, ready to grow. We'll get these, keep them kind of shaded and protected for a few days, spray them down, keep them moist. After that, they're good to go. Happy gardening. Take care. Try it out yourself.